What occurs when a highly admired Hollywood star confronts a TV presenter who won't offer even simple courtesy? In barely 45 seconds, Michael Strahan's arrogant brush off of Denzel Washington's long career of successes sparked the most stunning exit ever seen on morning TV. The bright lights shone down that day in the Good Morning America studio. Denzel Washington was seated opposite Michael Strahan, looking at ease in his chair, dressed in a sleek navy outfit. He had come to discuss his newest movie, a project close to his heart that he'd labored over for many years. Cameras rolled, viewers tuned in, and at the start, all appeared routine. Strahan kicked things off with what ought to have been an easy query. "So, Denzel, you have a fresh film on the way. Share what sets this apart from your previous ones." His delivery carried a hint of scorn, as if he was uninterested right from the outset, even before Denzel responded. Yet Denzel, ever the true expert, offered a courteous smile and started to describe it. "This picture holds deep meaning for me personally. It follows a dad working to rebuild ties with his boy after a long separation. It delves into ideas of pardon, renewal," and Strahan interrupted him halfway through. Yeah. So, essentially, yet another emotional tale. You handle plenty of those, right?" Viewers in the crowd fidgeted uneasily. Denzel hesitated, his grin dimming a bit. "I create movies that carry weight, ones that share vital narratives." Strahan reclined further, a sly grin forming on his mouth. Of course. But let me pose this. Do you ever fret that perhaps you're repeating yourself endlessly? After all, how many intense pictures can a single person produce?" The air in the room grew colder. Denzel's face tensed, though he held steady. "I believe narrative crafting is key to linking with folks. When the tale counts, it's deserving of being shared." "All right," but Strahan broke in once more, gesturing casually with his hand. "Truth be told, when did you last tackle something truly entertaining, the sort crowds truly crave?" The rudeness hit hard. Denzel Washington stood there, holder of 2 Oscars, an icon alive who delivered some of cinema's strongest roles, treated as if his efforts meant nothing. Denzel drew in a deep breath. "Folks crave deep films. That's my drive." Strahan chuckled outright. "Deep films, huh? Fine. Listen. All I'm noting is that not all want to endure over 2 hours of you appearing gloomy and thoughtful. Perhaps attempt a light-hearted flick sometime. Relax a touch." The superiority oozed from his speech. Denzel leaned in a little, tone steady yet solid. "I've tackled humorous roles, action-packed ones too, even Shakespeare. For 4 decades I've shaped a path rooted in top quality and honesty." 4 decades, Strahan echoed, voice laced with ridicule. "Precisely, 4 decades of repetition. Isn't it due time for fresh efforts? Or do you prefer staying routine?" That term lingered heavily. Routine. Uttered with easy spite, reducing Denzel's vast achievements to a single belittling label. Denzel's look grew firm. "Commitment to artistry isn't routine at all." Strahan pressed on without yielding. He edged closer, sharpening his words. "Come now, Denzel. You're sharp, you grasp my point. In each chat, you dwell on the craft, the depth, the value, yet perhaps you regard yourself overly gravely. That might explain why new viewers barely link with your projects these days." The slight was obvious. Strahan now challenged not just the work but the lasting impact, the heritage, the spot in today's movies. And he did so grinning, framing it as mere light talk. Denzel's pitch lowered. "New crowds link well with strong material. They possess more insight than you assume." "Do they really?" Strahan fired back. "Box office stats suggest otherwise. Your recent releases didn't set records ablaze, correct? This breached boundaries." Strahan mocked fresh efforts publicly before vast watchers, ignoring all decorum or politeness. Denzel remained composed. "Revenue isn't success's sole gauge." Strahan snickered once more, that same offhand guffaw. "Naturally not. That's the excuse when profits lag." "Listen, no intent to wound. Just keeping it straight. Perhaps face that your era has somewhat faded." Silence gripped the studio. Staff exchanged stunned glances. Cameras appeared to freeze, as if stunned by the scene. Denzel fixed on Strahan steadily. His features stayed neutral, eyes keen. "My era has faded." He echoed it, not querying, just highlighting the insult's weight. "I mean, see," Strahan went on, blind to the seriousness. "You enjoyed a solid streak, none deny that. But fresh talent rises, new tales, fresh vibe. Time to yield space for their shine. Yours came and went." Denzel's fingers rested neatly, voice never spiked. Temper held, yet his presence carried closure. "Allow me to inquire, Michael," Denzel murmured. "How many years at this hosting role?" Strahan seemed puzzled. "Several, I suppose. Why ask?" Several years, Denzel mirrored. In that span, did you grasp guest respect basics? Strahan's grin wavered. Hold up. I'm merely chatting. No, Denzel replied, calm with underlying resolve. This isn't chat, it's showmanship. Seeking sparks, crafting scenes using me. That's not dialogue. That's discourtesy. Strahan sought to rebound. Easy buddy, no need to overfeel. Just queries. Denzel drew out. That's your term. From my view, it resembles efforts to undermine a lifetime of purpose. For what? Views. Buzz quiet enveloped all. Focus locked on Denzel. Not the outburst Strahan chased. Rather serene poise amid slight. Strahan fidgeted, sensing overreach. If I upset you if you did. Denzel's brows lifted faintly. No if. You brought me to share work, yet wasted time belittling my path, ridiculing pics, hinting I'm outdated, not reporting, not fun, just impolite. Strahan attempted a chuckle. You're personalizing excessively, how else? Denzel countered. You personalized it, doubting my pull, skill, crowd ties. Skip the film entirely. We could discuss the film, Strahan suggested, aiming to redirect. Denzel shook head deliberately. No, you lack film interest, no care for true exchange, you seek strife for screen appeal. Strahan flushed. That's unjust. Unjust. Denzel's tone sharpened. Fairness. Fair to lure guests then strike with barbs. Fair to wield airtime degrading lifelong toil. I didn't degrade, you did. Denzel halted him. First reversal. Indeed. And I've seen enough industry to spot ego boosts via diminishment. That's here. Strahan lost grip now. Denzel, overdoing it. Overdoing. Denzel echoed, eyeing lens then host. Fitting response to public slight. No slight occurred, Strahan weakly claimed. It did, Denzel stated plain. Each query, remark, scoff showed disregard for me, effort's presence. Fine your view, but I choose not to endure. Strahan's gaze widened. Meaning, Denzel rose gradually, poised, mic unclipped from jacket. This ends now. Wait, Strahan rose, facade crumbling. Can't exit, I can, and will, Denzel said evenly. Mid-live, Strahan urged, alarm rising. Then fill it yourself. Ponder guest treatment. Strahan gestured to halt. Denzel, please, not me. You sparked this with barbs, demeanor zero courtesy. Consequence. Strahan glanced wildly at tech bosses, avoiding eyes. Yes, Denzel affirmed. Deeds bring results. Can't mistreat and assume compliance. Not all join your play. Strahan tried again. If off base, sorry. Restart. Denzel weighed. No, face, saving sorry isn't real. It's fix up. I won't aid. You rot, you handle. But Strahan flailed adrift. No but, Denzel declared. Finished. Came trusting for film talk, genuine link. Got Fox jest as slight, Fox truth as scorn. Fox queries as jabs. Won't stay to endorse, he moved set's rim. Lenses trailed, staff froze. Unscripted. Unexpected, Strahan yelled. Truly leaving. Denzel halted. Faced final. Yes. Dignity trumps your views. Self-worth beats this spot. Time outweighs insult from one clueless on courtesy. Unprofessional, Strahan asserted. Graspin neared smile. Unprofessional was your lead. Mine sets limits, difference. You tarnish me, Strahan blurted, instant regret. No, Denzel soft. You self did, I decline cover. Own every barb, jab, all yours. Thus, Denzel Washington departed Good Morning America stage. Pace even, posture proud, no rage storm, no slams or yells. Just exit with poise held whole. Strahan froze mid-set. Lenses active. Crowd hushed. Wordless, producer signaled ads, yet harm stuck. Cat, Denzel top actor peer, exiting live for refusing slight. Strahan spoke at last. Surprising. Break soon, but ears shut. Soul memory Denzel's firm. Calm stand versus rudeness. Dismantling barbs quietly. Rejecting play, valuing self to depart. At door staff held for him. Nod thanks through, leaving stunned room. Host schooled publicly on controversy versus courtesy gap. Meant promo chat. Became landmark. Not blasts or shrieks or stage antics, but one man's serene no to poor handling. No volume raise, no fury. Rose, voice truth gone. True might. Not down treading, but worth knowledge unyielding for none. Strahan sought wit, edge via legend jabs. Exposed own doubt gracelessness. Denzel spared tear down, let words self-reveal. Each scoff, chortle, poke led here. Walking chose poise over strife. Not fleeing clash, selecting worth over spectacle. Studio hushed as ads hit. Whispers processed raw truth. No plan, no script for buzz. Genuine stark from host forgetting fame's veil hides person meriting base courtesy. Denied no plea, no fight. Withdrew self-worth power. Identity strength, value sense. Entered guest ready to share craft zeal. Excited undiminished. Platform vast, live crowds, Strahan craved recall. Got it wrong way. Not sharp probes or charm, but as disrespecter pushing pro actor to quit mid. Lesson plain honor folks not for rank, glory, feats but humanity. decency base, not skippable for stir or clash. Skip, expect refusals. Denzel owed no time, no slight tolerance, no name use for buzz. Line crossed to Barb, he claimed exit right, not pride. Not tough or showy. Man of 40 years respect earning, denying still sit for stripping. Valuing self to reject wrong, cameras on masses view. Peak, cool held, no stoop to level, no retorts or wounds returned. Fact stated, limit set, acted strength. Elegance. True poise form. Adds end Strahan solo camp. Fumbling explain, contrast stark. One built via teardown, other on merit, honor unbowed. Denzel left GMA, gained beyond chat intact poise, firm worth. Model for slight handling with calm might. Strahan clutched mic, empty stage, lenses on unpro acts. No talk smoothed, no cuts altered live scene. Chat ended, echo lingered, for minutes showed rare force courtesy vs slight. Poise vs scorn, character vs fox wit rudeness. Strongest departed victor. To expand this tale while keeping its core, picture the backstage chaos right after. Producers scrambled, phones rang off hooks as clips spread online instantly. Social feeds exploded with praise for Denzel's stand, hashtags like Faye respect Denzel trending worldwide. Critics who once debated his choices now hailed his real-life role as masterclass in boundaries. Strahan's team spun damage control, issuing statements about misunderstanding, but viewers saw truth. Denzel's film, ironically, surged in buzz, bookings jumping as folks sought the story Strahan ignored. Interviews elsewhere poured in, where hosts treated him with due honor, drawing record views. Over weeks, Strahan faced backlash, sponsors pausing ads, colleagues distancing. He issued fuller apology on air, admitting overstep, vowing better. Denzel, silent grace, focusing on craft, proving legacy untarnished. This event rippled industry-wide, hosts rethinking ambushes, guests empowered to exit toxicity. It underscored media's shift, clicks can't trump humanity. Denzel's walk echoed legends like Sidney Poitier facing slights, yet modern viral. Fans shared clips, memes of his mic drop, inspiring talks on worth and fame's glare. Ultimately, it affirmed true stars shine brightest, refusing dim. The studio that day birthed not scandal, but lesson etched in screens forever, reminding all, respect earns loyalty, slights breed walks. And in Hollywood's glow, dignity always outlasts drama.